Hey guys, how you doing?
Hey man, doing well, doing well.
Great, great.
Uh, Prost.
Yes. Yeah, cheers to that.
All right, starting off with ooh, I like that. Very nice
I know
logo.
he's got like the cube. Is that a full cube, Logan?
Yeah,
Yeah.
these are big cubes.
Oh, is it a square?
Yeah, they're in squares.
I love those. Those are good. Those are good.
Yeah, they
All
stay
right.
a lot longer.
Yeah, they do, and they don't melt off, but they give you just enough to let the floralness of the whiskey come up. But
Nailed it.
we're not here to talk about whiskey or beer. I mean, we can, but
Yeah.
we could. But I want to talk music. First, I want to thank you guys for thanking me for playing your song on the radio. So thank you.
No, thank you, man. We really
Yeah,
it's such honestly it's such a cool thing because bands that are, just starting and getting their foot off the ground to have trumpeteers like you yourself, who's like, hey, this is, I'm gonna add this and kind of help build this band. It's really cool. So we really appreciate it.
Yeah, and actually, now that I said that, I played it on the radio. Do you remember the first time you guys heard yourself on the radio? Is
Um,
there a story, or did did your mom call you and go, "Oh my gosh, I heard you on the radio"?
we did. So we Paralyzed, the song Paralyzed off
Mhm.
our Dreamers EP. It was never, it was on I remember, I forget what school it was. I think it was a college radio station.
Awesome.
And one of my friends actually went to the college and is like, college radio is like a big thing and colleges. I forget who it was and what I want to say it was Greenville. Logan, do you remember, was it Greenville?
probably. I don't know who called you.
Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, I had a friend who called me. He's like, dude, Paralyzed is on the radio right now. Like it's in like, and I was like, what? He like sent me this video. It's sick. It was really, so like one of those moments is like,
Yeah.
okay, yeah, you're starting to see a little bit.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Music is such a great. There's something about it. I don't know what it is, and I love what you guys do in your live shows when it's tough. And this is, I think, what blows me away about what you guys do is I know how hard it is to come up with a song. Period. Do you see where I'm going with this?
Yeah.
In your live shows, uh, explain this, please. You come up with something like that.
Yeah. Yeah. And
What?
yeah, we've been playing together for a long time. And so we kind of had this like really cool chemistry where a lot of times we'll have, a band member just start off with something.
Like a
And
little
then,
riff, whatever
yeah,
it happens to
it's
be. Yeah.
normally like a drummer will come in with a beat and Logan
Uh-huh.
will kind of, create the atmosphere for whatever it's going to be. But yeah, it's a weird thing because like what's scary, this is the scary thing is uh, I'll like call out and be like, give me a topic.
Yeah.
So it's not, we aren't just like making a song at the spot. We have to like write it about whatever this person says.
Now,
And so,
now, when you do that, and do I focus down on Logan now, right now?
yeah.
So when they shout out something, when Rodney puts you on the spot and they shout out whatever it happens to be, then do you like sit there, like, do you have to like write some stuff out, or is things just start flowing?
Usually things, well, it's it's a lot of times like the first verse will be, sort of a atmosphere of just like trying things out and seeing what clicks, and then by like the chorus we get into something and the idea starts to develop and Ronnie's freestyling and we're just looking at each other and wondering what he's gonna say and playing with each other.
Yeah.
I love that. I do. I love that. Like I said, live music is just good for your soul. And when you see something like that, guys, that's brilliant. Every once in a while, I interrupt. I don't know why, but the Big Red Bull, and it's just internet questions that I found randomly. So you just tell me what to pull out, and then we'll go from there.
Sick. Logan, you got honors, bud.
All right.
Okay. Honors.
Tell me when to stop, Larry Logan.
Let's go.
All right, here we go. All right. What's the most spontaneous thing you've ever done?
Oh wow.
Something spontaneous. It could be writing a song live in front of an audience. That's pretty spontaneous.
Yeah, I mean, I think what we were just talking about really goes to that. Maybe like the first time we ever did that.
Sure. Do you remember the first time you did that, and like what brought that about?
Was that with this band? That was with the last one, right, Rodney?
Uh, no, well, so the first time I was just talking to Jake. So we have another member, Jake, who's not able to join us today. But I was literally just having this conversation with Jake the other day. We did a college tour,
Mhm.
like an East Coast college tour, for 5 days. So I don't know if you call that a tour or a run, more so.
Run.
Um, but yeah, I think Jake was saying the first time we ever did that was in Raleigh. We played a show in Raleigh, and uh, I don't know what sparked it, but
Mhm.
like something like sparked it. I think the show was going really well. It was like this really really small, cool. It looked like a cave venue.
Yeah.
And so like I was like just on the mic. I'm kind of known for saying random stuff, and Logan can testify to that.
Right.
But yeah, so
Interesting.
yes.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's what sparked it. Is this? I randomly was like, "Hey, let's try this. Give us a topic."
Yeah.
And I remember us doing it, and like at the end of the show, everyone would come up to us at the end of the show and be like, "Dude, that freestyle song, like that was insane," you know. And so like once we did it once, we're like, "All right, we'll keep it going."
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nice. Did you ever end up recording any of those, or taking a bit of those and going, "Oh, I need to run with this more"?
totally.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's actually it's kind of become this like inspiration. I mean, we don't necessarily keep all the crazy lyrics that I come up with during it, but a lot of the melodies will stick. So we have a song, probably it's not out yet. It's called Marvin Young.
Okay.
It's like the sequel to Dear Mrs. Young,
All right.
which is
And you'll send that to me. Make sure I
yeah,
get.
yeah, totally, yeah. Yeah, so it's a sequel. Marvin Young was an improv, and so we wrote Dear Mrs. Young based off the improv, and we're probably going to record that here in the next couple of months. I would say Marvin
I
Young.
like it. Full circle.
Yeah,
I love
yeah.
it. That's fantastic. Let's talk childhood. I get a big kick out of everyone's musical journey. So growing up, what was playing around the house? Was music important? Did you never listen to music? What would we hear if we walked into Rodney's or Logan's, little Rodney or little Logan house?
Um, for me, I didn't really grow up in like a very musical family. Um, my dad, he was a DJ, so
Yeah.
I guess that he did like none of my parents really played anything,
Yeah.
but my dad was a DJ, so I guess we would listen to like a lot of Motown stuff.
Nice.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah,
Nice. That's a
yeah,
good foundation.
yeah, he was really into a lot of that stuff. So that, and then I guess when I was like 12, I was at like a show type thing and heard someone playing electric guitar, and they were getting like these weird sort of sounds out of it, and it was like it was different than what I had heard like on the radio and on all the
Uh-huh.
stuff before, and I just like took a real interest in it, and I was like, wait, how do you do that? And I was asking him. There's like a pedal board with all this effects and stuff, and so that just led me down a very expensive path.
Yeah, it never stops. There's always another pedal.
Right.
There's can I improve the neck? There's lots of things to play with. What about you, Rodney?
Yeah, I grew up in a very musical family. I come from six, so I got five brothers and sisters,
Wow.
and I'm the fifth child in that
Yeah.
lineup.
Well,
But yeah,
you got away with murder. By the time you came around, they didn't even care, did they? Just
totally.
don't,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah, like
yeah, yeah.
just don't
Uh,
die.
and so my dad was in music. Growing up, he signed his first deal when he was 18 to like a Christian label, and so it's kind of always been in the house. Like crazy guitars, pianos everywhere. He's just kind of always done it. He stopped playing when, by the time, I don't know, I think I was like 3 when he stopped playing.
Mhm.
He had a heart, he has a middle heart valve and it ticks. And so like it has like a certain tempo and you can hear it. And so he stopped playing because it was really hard to like play different tempos in the studio.
Oh, when your
Because,
heart's beating, yeah, I could see that.
yeah,
Yeah,
it has like
internally, you're
yeah.
messing me up.
So he stopped playing music for that reason. But it was always a huge thing in our family. So it was like a house that literally never stopped. We had like a jam room, and then like people were in the jam room. You'd walk into our hallway, and there was like a piano,
Yeah,
and so yeah, it was like just kind of what you did. He's like, throw an instrument in your hand as soon as you can hold it.
nice.
Yeah,
That's awesome. Big Red Bull time.
yeah, it's good.
Rodney, you gotta tell me when to stop.
Now.
All right. Oh, there we go. All right. If you had to flee the country, where would you choose to live?
Oh man, that's a good question. Where would I choose to live? I'm gonna sip some whiskey on that one.
See, there you go. I like it. Logan, do you know? Something pop up already while he's sipping his whiskey?
That's a tough one. I have a little island that I really like. I don't know if I'd want to live there like long term though.
Yeah, you would get a little claustrophobic after a while.
Right, but it's called Roatan off the coast of Honduras.
Yeah.
And it's really just sort of like
Yeah.
it's becoming a little bit more touristy, but it's
So
very
we'll
nice.
we'll start there. We'll start with that island, and then when you outgrow it, you'll move
Right.
somewhere else.
I'm with you, Logan. I hate being by myself though, so I couldn't do anything that's like excluded. Like Logan, like that's his style. It's like he'll come out, he'll hibernate, and then he'll come out and like have a really fun time, and then be like, cool, I'm gonna go back to this island. So I would want something tropical for me, for sure. But like also like kind of touristy. I probably like I'd want like the tourist like buzz around me. So like maybe I don't know, maybe the Bahamas. Like that'd be a pretty cool spot.
Yeah, that would be cool. All right, nice.
Open up a jet ski rental house in the Bahamas.
Oh, there you go. Be a cabana boy.
Yeah, I'd be into it. Yeah, I could do it.
I want to have like a destination studio on an island.
Oh, look at you. You're dreaming big.
Yeah, just have different bands come in. Like they totally enjoy the atmosphere.
Yeah.
Write some good songs, record some good songs, and
yeah,
it's win-win.
For sure.
It's a win-win. I like it. Do you guys mind talking about your name change?
Yeah.
What happened there? I usually don't get into a band name, why are you called what you're called? But interesting story, if you don't mind.
For sure. Yeah, Logan, I'll start it, and then I'll let you jump into like that whole time of your life. Yeah, because I mean that's kind of what brought it by. So we started with Millennial, and that was kind of before Millennial was, like Millennial. Like it was like now it's like this negative thing.
You would have a name change now anyway.
Right, yeah, totally. But so we started that, and it was really cool, and started playing a lot, gigging a lot, and then Logan here, complete crazy story, but Logan had a brain aneurysm.
Yeah.
And so we stopped playing completely. Hung out with him during the hospital, while he was in ICU. You were in there for what? 3 weeks, 2 weeks?
No, it was like 10 days, I think.
Oh, felt like
the worst part was after. Like the recovery was just like months after.
Yeah.
Well, then how did the name change come about?
Yeah, so we kind of stopped playing. Like all the momentum that we were building kind of just stopped. Like we just stopped playing. We stopped like not caring. That's the wrong word, but our full focus was like Logan's recovery and making sure that was, the most important thing. And so by the time Logan recovered, cool story though is Logan had this surgery, and we played a show at the Visualite here in Charlotte, North Carolina. Like a month after his brain was cut open. Is that right, Logan?
It was way too soon after. I don't know how long.
Yeah, but it was sick. Like, it was such a cool show. It was such a powerful show because, I mean, Logan was out of it like for a long time, and Logan, you can go into like that whole aspect of your life because, like, there was like you couldn't. Timing was weird, right? Like what effects did it have on you personally during that?
Well, I guess I had like neurological pathways that hadn't redeveloped yet.
Gotcha.
And so my hearing in my left ear, like it felt like it was like delayed from my right ear.
Okay.
So you're like trying to play to a tempo, and it's like it feels like it's bouncing the whole time. Basically, it's like which one do I? It's super weird. So it's hard to like decipher things into play. Like you just the whole time, like you're used to like playing in a pocket, and you're like just like that pocket is in a washing machine or a dryer, just like spinning.
Yeah. So we played that show, yeah, way too soon. But it was one of the most powerful moments. I cried on stage, which I don't really cry in real life scenarios a lot.
Yeah.
But I did that day, mainly because it's like one of your best friends is like survived this crazy thing that really the chances of surviving was pretty slim, right?
Mm-hmm.
The doctors were saying like there's a 50% chance that he could even move again or something like that. Am I saying that?
It was like you said like a third chance of dying, and then a third chance of like paralysis. Like one side of my body would have been like paralyzed, and then another third. I'm like, okay, so
Yeah.
yep, all right.
So that moment was like really cool, to sit there and like look to my right and see
and be playing with them again.
Yeah, like it was such a surreal moment that I'll always remember and always have in my head. But we also learned very quickly after that show that we probably shouldn't be playing because Logan still needed to recover. So we took like a 2-year hiatus from kind of playing out. We'd play like every once in a while within the 2 years, but it wasn't like we weren't like going for it. Like
nothing planned, a one-off here, one-off there.
Correct. Yeah. And so eventually me and, Logan and I got together and was like, hey, like, let's do this again. Like Millennial had a lot of traction. Like we were doing really well. Like we can do it again. Let's do it again. And so we decided to with that, to completely rebrand and like change the name and make it this new thing called Foxfire Run.
Love it.
Yeah. Crazy story though.
Yeah, that is crazy. That's insane. And I love that I'm doing a hard, abrupt 180 after that heartfelt thing. And now I'm going to do something silly and crazy with the big Red Bull. So, Logan, you tell me when to stop. There we go. All right. Using one word, how would you describe your family?
That's a good one.
That's a loaded question.
One word is like, that's tough on that one. Close.
Close? Nice.
Yeah, that's a good one. Man, one word. I'd say interesting.
Interesting. I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Very good. I like to close my interviews with what I call simple questions with Chris Bro. Just kind of real quick, rapid fire. No need to think. Just spit out whatever you feel. What's turning you on right now? What's getting you excited? Could be anything.
Oh man, we have a new single we're recording tomorrow.
Oh, sweet.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Good luck. And Logan, what's getting you excited?
Today was playing with new reverbs.
It comes back to more toys with the guitarist. I like it.
That and eating.
Very nice.
Have a new appreciation for eating.
Yeah, as one should.
Yeah.
One should. Eating is good. What piece of TV or movie memorabilia would you like to own?
Ooh.
Anything from a TV show or a movie?
Yeah, I want to own James Bond's car.
Ooh, sweet.
That's
You've got a
smart.
lot though. Which one are you gonna pick?
Man, I know. There's so
I,
many. All of
I,
his cars are just like,
there's like 23 of them now.
yeah.
You know what? I didn't put a limit. You take all 23. You get them all.
Yeah, that's what I want.
Get
Yeah.
all the James Bond, even the ones with the rocket launchers.
Yeah.
All right, Logan.
Um, that's interesting. It's gotta be fast. So,
Yeah, just spit it out, Logan.
I will say, I mean, gotta go with like a James Bond. Like, has a lot of cool stuff. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out like a house from a movie.
Oh, like Parasite's house? That house is dope.
Oh, yeah.
Sure, I'll take that.
There you go. Nice. See, I like it. You guys work well together. You guys should be in a band
Thanks,
together.
Rodney.
Right? Yeah.
I like that. What should every man know?
Every man.
Yeah.
Man. I don't know how to treat a lady. Right? That's a thing.
Yep.
That's good. How to cook.
Ah, yeah. It comes back to the eating. I love it. What should every woman know?
Every woman.
Logan, you want to go with cooking again?
Yeah, let's take it back there.
Yeah,
Everyone
like
should
it.
know how to cook.
Yeah.
That's funny. What should every woman know? I think every woman should know
Ronnie's gonna be
how to treat a man. You know?
Yeah. There's no need to just be nice, be kind, treat each other well. I love it.
Exactly.
Perfect. What fictional character would you like to hang out with for a night?
Man, you're not supposed to think, Logan.
Superman.
Think too much.
Superman. Ah, cool.
especially
Yeah.
if you get to be like flying.
Yep.
The
Is
Joker.
that before or after dinner, Logan?
Probably before.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I just watched the movie, so it's on my head. The Joker. Probably. I mean, it's like kind of probably would be a weird hang.
Yeah,
But,
weird hang.
yeah.
It'd be memorable though, that's for sure.
Yeah.
You guys might need another name change after that night.
Right.
Yeah. We always end with a happy thought, a happy moment. So any happy moment in your life, it doesn't have to be the happiest, just any happy moment.
Sweet. I love that. I mean, today was great. There's a lot of things going on in the world right now, and today I went on a run, and it was just like this like really surreal moment of like looking around, and like I ran like this nice greenway, and it was just like a really, I don't know, I felt really good. You know, it felt great outside too, which is nice. Just a nice like happy moment of like being able to do that.
Yeah, I hear you.
I think for me, like anytime I like am able to get outside of like the stress of everyday life and either be like on a tropical island or be just somewhere like in the woods or anything where it's just like, okay, this world like has potential to be really beautiful and like really cool and like exciting place.
I love it. That's a great way to end it, but we can ruin it with another big Red Bull, or we could just leave it right there because that was beautiful, Logan. I'm gonna leave it up to you guys.
I mean, I like risks.
All right, we're gonna attempt to ruin the perfect ending that Logan brought to us. Thanks, man. All right, tell me when.
No.
All right. Oh, I grabbed two. Here we go. You're a mad scientist. What scientific experiment would you run if money and ethics weren't an issue?
Oh, wow.
Wow. Yeah, we just ruined your happy moment there, Logan. You guys can just play with everything.
Mad scientist.
Yeah.
I feel like Logan has a good answer for this.
Well, right now I just find the cure for this corona thing.
Bam. Logan is nailing it. Simple questions with Logan. I love it.
Right.
Bam, bam, bam.
Yeah.
All right, Rodney. Are you
Yeah,
gonna,
I would invent time. I would try and like come up with a time machine. I think it'd be cool to like do.
Yep, I hear you. Guys, thank you so much. This was absolutely awesome. I love catching up with you. I love the song, and I can't wait to hear more from you guys.
Yeah, man.
So, yep, thank you,
Thank
and
you.
we'll hopefully see you in person one of these days, and we won't have to, social distance.
Right.
Love it. Thanks, Chris.
All right, be good, guys.
Thanks, man.